Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're doing a post-free agency Detroit Pistons rebuild in NBA 2K25. So the Pistons have been one of the active teams last time trying to rebuild. The active teams are on free agency before we get to the offseason rebuild because there's still a bunch of restricted free agents that need to be signed. So I don't know when we're going to get to these offseason rebuilds, but I'm going to continue to do small rebuilds until we wait. So obviously, they went ahead and obviously, so the main thing this offseason is what happened with Malik Beasley. He was about to sign like a 3-year extension with the team until the gambling stuff came out and apparently got sued. I don't think he's going to be with the team for a while once that stuff gets cleared up. I think he's already guilty of it. I'm not quite sure, but apparently he got sued for gambling, obviously his own NBA game. That's it. So he's just about to get paid. He was a really good player for the Pistons. He definitely would have deserved that 3-year extension. It was like 3-year, 40-something million, if I can remember. Sham said it, but yeah, I said he had a really good season with Detroit. 16 points, obviously, and a sniper can shoot really nicely. So it honestly sucked for them, but they were able to replace him with Karis LeVert and Duncan Robinson. So at the end of the day, I guess those are two really good signings. Obviously, Karis LeVert can score off the bench, really good score off the bench. And then Duncan Robinson can literally beat Malik Beasley. Probably the same amount of shooting with him. Both really good shooters, so that'll be good. The defensive part is not there, obviously. And I think that's really all they did. They went ahead and signed Paul Reed to a 2-year deal extension, I guess. They went ahead and drafted Chaz in the second round. We'll see what he becomes in this video. And they also have a couple of 2-way contracts down there as well. But yeah, it's really it for the Pistons offseason, like I said. I was going to go straight to player progression. So player progression, we got Cade Cunningham going up. This team could still probably sign one more player, I think so, which I definitely think they should. But yeah, we got Cade going up, Duran going up, Asar, Jaden Ivey. We got Tobias Harris going down with 12 overalls, which does suck. We got Marcus Sasser going up, Stewart going up, Ron Holland up, Duncan Robinson is down 3 overall. So yeah, that's the one thing with Duncan Robinson. He's not the best player in 2K. Goes down a lot of overalls. So I guess I'll move him to the 3 so I can at least get some playing time this year. So yeah, they gave him the big contract, obviously $60 million for 3 years. You want him to play to that, but in 2K, that's just not going to be the case. He's going to be bad in 2K. That's why I kind of want to debate trading him at the trade deadline. I feel like I would love to see the Pistons maybe make a big move this year. I would have loved that for them, but I do understand at the same time they have a really good young core and they don't want to mess that up. They were in the first round competing with the New York Knicks. Imagine we'll take you a little more experience. So I don't know if we make a move at the deadline or just roll it. But we have Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, Jalen Duran, Karis LeVert, Marcus Sasser, Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart. And I guess we'll go 10-man rotation and get Duncan Robinson. We paid him. He needs to play the minutes. And then I think the loss of this video, the guys we're not going to trade is obviously Cade Cunningham, Asar Thompson, Jalen Duran. These guys are going to be here for the whole video. I'm just not quite sure about Jaden Ivey's future with the team. And I'm not quite sure. Obviously, Tobias Harris is going to be here. We'll probably trade him at the trade deadline. He is making expiring money, $26 million, so we could definitely use this. So yeah, I think I will stop at the trade deadline and make a move. Just depends on our record is at this point. So I plan on to fix the shot tendencies at this point. So I'll just see you guys at the end of this season. We're starting off terrible, which is not a great sign. Hope we at least make the playoffs. We are at the trade lines. We are 27-24 on this season. And if you take a look at the player stats, everybody's playing good. Cade, Ivey is pretty solid, averaging 17 points. But I feel like he'd just be better somewhere else, in my opinion. I don't think Detroit is the right place for him to, develop into the scorer that he wants to be. 14th from LeVert. I mean, everybody's playing good, but it's just Tobias Harris isn't. He's averaging 9 points per game, probably on bad defense, too, shooting 25% from 3. It's just not going to work. If we don't have a single, sniper or good three-point shooter in the rotation, it's just not going to work, man. Cade Cunningham is the only three-point shooter. He's only shooting 36%. He's the only guy. Ivy shooting 31. Sar obviously isn't a three-point shooter. Men haven't developed that yet. If Harris isn't shooting good, and Duran obviously isn't a shooter, we don't have a single three-point shooter in the starting 5. That's not what we need to do. So we definitely have to make a trade to trade line. And here are the guys I was looking at. I was looking at Jaren Jackson, Zion Williamson, Giannis, Jalen Johnson, Lauri Markkanen. Now, I know Zion isn't a three-point shooter, so he probably won't fit, but I like the idea of it. Same thing with Giannis, but if you have a chance to get Giannis, you obviously go for that and figure out something else. Jalen Johnson isn't, the best three-point shooter in 2K. Sometimes he could be, sometimes he's not. He's up and down. He wouldn't be a bad idea in Lauri Markkanen. So I think the best fit for this team would probably be Jalen Johnson, Lauri Markkanen, and Jaren Jackson Jr. So it just depends which one I'd rather have. I think I'd honestly love to trade for Jaren Jackson, but he did just sign an extension with the team, which does make it interesting, like I said. So, or do we want to go after Lauri Markkanen and all that stuff? I feel like Jaren Jackson and yeah, Triple J and Jalen Duren together would just be crazy in my opinion. So I'd love to get Triple J on this team. I just don't know how much it would cost to get him. I mean, last year he was a great fit with the roster. I'd love to get him. So I'm gonna throw them Tobias here to get an expiring contract. I'll trade my 2026 pick. Now this is risky, but I feel we get this done. So Tobias Harris' contract matches him well. Jaren Jackson's contract extension hasn't kicked in yet, which it does suck because I mean, who else we have to trade? I think we'd have to trade Jaden Ivey too, which sucks. But I think if we do this, I think we have to trade Jaden Ivey, so we don't have to pay him his money too. So Jaden Ivey, and then I think we can still get away with trading Tobias Harris. If not, I'm fine with keeping him. But yeah, let's say Jaden Ivey, Tobias Harris, 2026 pick, and then our 2029 pick. We don't have like any swap to trade, but I'll trade some seconds. We have a bunch of them at this point. So that's my best offer. I don't know how they say to that. Thinking, yeah, we traded 2 firsts for him. But I said it'll take a lot for the Grizzlies to trade. That's why I don't think they say yes to this. I mean, we get like a Jock Landale, and while they signed Malik Beasley, that's interesting. I don't know if they saw the ability to do that. They just signed Ty Jerome, but one more minimum guy. I mean, I guess it'd have to be Vince Williams. That might have to be enough. So, would this be the Grizzlies would acquire more than allowed? So we have to fix this. Hold on. So this would have to be we would have to take on Contagious Caldwell Pope's contract to make this trade work. If not, I don't think it will. It sucks, but I think it would be worth it to get Junior National. So our 2026 are protected, our 2029 are protected, and then I think I said a couple of seconds should get this trade done. Hopefully, fingers crossed to get Jared Jackson, and we do. Welcome to the team, Triple J. You're on my target list, and welcome to the team. We have to take on KCP's contract with you, but maybe KCP could start a shooting guard for us now. We don't have Ivy anymore. He's gone, so we gave up a lot, but I definitely think it's worth it, man. Jaren Jackson can obviously shoot 39%. He'll be a perfect fit in the starting five. That's amazing for us. Now we have Cade. Stop Karis LeVert, so he can honestly start a shooting guard for us. Sarge Thompson, Jaren Jackson, Jalen Duren, so that, as I said, another shooter rotation to replace the player. It's a good deal, in my opinion. Marcus Sasser will not be the sixth man, which I don't hate. Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart, Duncan Robinson, and Contavious Caldwell these last minutes off the bench, which at this point I'm fine with. So I'll now see you guys in 27 to 24, and then I'll continue to simulate. We'll see if we can slide into the playoffs now. Nikola Jokic was the MVP. Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year. Sixth man went to R.J. Barrett. Defensive player going to Victor Wembanyama. Scoot Henderson won a Most Improved Clutch player going to Anthony Edwards. But at the end of the season, we did finish off as a play. We finished off with the 7th seed, which does suck. But at least we made it in. There's still a lot more work to do with this team after that trade. We had about 24 from K cutting in. We had 22 from Jaren Jackson, 13 from Karis LeVert. We had 12 from Jalen Duren, 12.5 from Sasser, 8 from Asar Thompson, 6.5 from Ron Holland, 6 from Stewart, 5 from Robinson, and then 3 from KCP. So we'll go 9-man rotation. We'll see if we can beat who we're playing. We'll see if we can beat the Chicago Bulls. I definitely think we could beat the Chicago Bulls. Bulls aren't the greatest team, as we all know. Still don't have that Josh Giddey situation figured out. Now, I don't know if they re-signed him here, but we are going to beat them. We're going to go into the playoffs. So Josh Giddey is on this roster. Did he sign an extension? He did. All right. We're in the playoffs. Great. And now we got the Toronto Raptors. So the Raptors are the second seed. I feel like this is a team we can honestly beat, bro. Like, quickly, great digging. I think this is a team we can sneak into the playoffs and beat these teams. I'm going to lie with you. The East isn't that great, as we all know in 2K. So game 1, we're going to take game 2. They ended up game 3. We're up 2-1. Even up 2-2. Okay, they're up 3-2, and we're not going to lose in 6, which does suck losing in round 1. But at the end of the day, I think we'll be back in contention really soon. But we'll get straight to the draft lottery. Last year, sucks we were not the best team as we were last year. We won't have our pick this year. It does go to Memphis, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, obviously we gave them the 16th overall pick in the draft. I think it was worth it. I mean, we got Jaren Jackson. I definitely think that, trade is probably worth it. So we can see who they draft with our pick. just to make sure we didn't miss out anybody. Draft Koa Pete with our pick. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that's definitely okay. Team of player options, Asar Thompson will accept, Ron Holland will accept, Marcus Sasser will obviously accept that. I don't know why I'm suggesting I should decline that. He had a really good season for us last year. KCP opts into it. Bobby Klitman will accept. Qualifying offer, Jalen Duren as a free agent, which obviously we're going to have to pay him his money. So I don't know if we're going to be above the second rate for now after we pay Jalen Duren. I'm going to see if I can get him on D12 as cheap as possible because I actually like that a lot. So I don't know if these guys, but like I said, getting Jalen Duren for cheap as possible does sound really good. And then Asar Thompson, I'm pretty sure he'll have to be paid next year. So we're going to be paying a lot of guys. Um, but let's see how much money or are we expensive team? Probably after we sign Duren, we'll most likely be above it with all the contracts that we're paying right now. But I think we make a trade right now for like a starting shooting guard or something. I like Levert, but I don't know if he's like the long term option. So Duren, he did his money, that asking price didn't go down at all. So like I said, I want to lock him up. So I mean, I guess this will be fine. So, $32 million for 5 years. What do he say to that? He will agree. So, we get Duren on a decent contract, and we can sign to Keon Ellis right now. Hold on. 3%. Whoever I sign is probably going to be our starting shooting guard. So, yeah, 46%. I feel like he'd be a good fit next to Cade Cunningham. So, I don't hate that by any means. Elite defender too. So, we might go with Keon Ellis. Let's keep looking though, because how much money do we? So, we have $14 million to offer. So, it should be somebody good we can sign. Well, Simons is cool and all, but I don't really know if he's like the guy we want to be our starting shooting guard. We're not looking for like a scorer. So, like I said, I really like the exciting challenge. Christian Brown, we probably won't have enough money to sign him though. Probably not. It won't be it. We only offer him a 1 year deal. We're not gonna go that direction. Isaiah Joe is honestly perfect right now. But I think I don't want to go after Keon Ellis because he's more of a defender. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign Keon Ellis, and we'll see what he can do for us for like a year or two. So we'll sign Keon Ellis for like a 2 year deal. So we'll sign him and Jalen Duren. Kate Cunningham is up. Asar Thompson is up. Jalen Duren is up. Ron Holland. Hopefully, Ron Holland can keep developing into a player that we want him to be. So far, it's not been that way. Sasser, Ellis is up. Stewart, Garrett Levert is down. Bobby Klitman is up 3. So maybe he developed into a player. I want to give Chaz minutes eventually. Maybe he could be backup whatever minutes. But so far, like I said, Robinson's contract is not looking like the best contract in the world. So we have 2 guys that are taking up, like, I believe, almost $50 million or something like that. I know it's like a big amount of money that are not going to be playing minutes for us. Those guys being Decker Robinson and KCP, which sucks because I'm going to see if I can trade Robinson after trade. I know it'll probably be hard, but I'm going to see what I can do. So Ellis will move to shooting guard. They go to an 81, so that's nice. So Keon Ellis will be our starting shooting guard this year. So with the rotation. So we'll have Cade, Keon Ellis, Asar Thompson. This defense and starting five is going to be crazy. Asar, Jackson, Duren, Ron Holland, Sasser, Stewart, Levert, and then we're probably to a 9 rotation, and that's probably how we'll run it. So I'll see you guys. We've got Tennessee's Cade while I'm taking the shot. So I'm going to probably leave it the way it is right now. Then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Your MVP, not in a Lakers jersey, a Clippers jersey. So he had an incredible season with the Clippers. 34 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 10 assists. Wow. Karen Boozer is your rookie of the year in Utah, I'm guessing that is. I don't know why it's not showing like the jersey or anything. I put the Utah, like, for some reason this still had them like the yellow jerseys. I don't know if they're actually going to be in the yellow jerseys instead. I don't know why I didn't show their logo and stuff on it, because usually would. Probably because it's like all purple. I might have to fix that for like a different one, but it doesn't really show like the logos on the jersey. So yeah, maybe I have to like fix that. I don't know if that's actually how it's gonna. Yeah, I have to fix that. That's not gonna be how it is 100%. No, definitely not. I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like think it has color on the jersey, dude. But all right, you have to fix that, but I'll have to fix that in a minute. Okay, we got Brooklyn in round 1. We're the number 1 seed. We finished off 55-27, so number 1 seed in the East. We had about 28 from Kate Cunningham, my mistake. 21 from Jaren Jackson, 15, 11, and almost a block from Jalen Duren. So yeah, these two said wreaking havoc on the defensive side. I did go ahead and extend Marcus Sasser. He was having a good season, so I extended him. Not a big deal by any means. $12 million, like, flat rate. Also went ahead and re-signed Asar Thompson, obviously. Another elite defender. I paid him. flat rating like 29 million. So two really good contracts. Ron Holland, 8 points, 4 rebounds, shooting 18% from three. So yeah, I definitely think Ron Hall stays a power forward the rest of the video, or we might trade him away because man, he just 18% from three is insane. We had about 7.5 from maybe I should have stopped that trade line, maybe traded for a 3-and-D wing. That's actually something we don't have like off the bench or wherever. We don't have like actual like 3-and-D. The only probably 3-and-D player on the team are like I don't know, Keon Ellis. But all right, it's fine. Okay. We're gonna shrink our bench utilization down. We won a championship this year. That's what the goal is. The championship, not championship or bust, but you know what I mean. Verta didn't have a great season either, but Brooklyn in round one. We got Igor, Thomas, MPJ. Now, it would really suck to lose in round one to this Nets team. Game one, we're going to take. Game two, we're going to take. Game three, and we're going to sweep them. Yes, we are. All right. Second round, now we got Cleveland. So, I think that, no, it was the Knicks that beat us. They're not here. The Knicks beat us first time in the playoffs for a long time. So, the Cavaliers have Garland, Mitchell, Tyson, Mobley, Allen, Hunter, Lonzo Ball, Jackson Hayes, Max Strus, and Craig Porter Jr. So, it's a good team. Time to see if we can do shake our rotation now. We'll leave it. Game one, we're going to take. Game two, we're going to take. Game three. We already get to lose the game in the. Maybe I should never said nothing. Yeah, definitely. All right, never mind. I'm going to beat the mistakes. Okay, to beat Cleveland this season, we're going to cross finals to play Indiana. So Indiana is one of those teams that you like never want to play, but here they are. Halliburton's fully healthy. Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam. They have Jarris Walker at center. I mean, would that work? I mean, he's 6'7". He could shoot threes like Miles Turner. 44%. Would this really work? I mean, I don't know if they'll ever do that, but Obi Toppin, Neesmith, they have Isaiah Jackson and Whiteman. Why not just play them at center? I don't know, bro. But whatever they have is definitely working. They got him that far. Okay, game one, they're going to take, not good. Game two, they're up 2-0. We take one game, so we're down 2-1. Time to see if we even this series back up 2-2. Because if we can, then this is where it gets interesting. But so far, it's a close game, and we are going to get it done. 117-106, 27 from Kate Cunningham. Now it's tied up 2-2. I'm going to simcast this one, see if we can go up 3-2. Because if we can, we are in great shape. But so far, I mean, we have the lead. We just run away with it. We're up 3-2 on this team. So 136-121, 31 from K, 28 from Durn, and 20 from Asar Thompson. Okay. Now we're going to see if we can beat this team in 6 games. So far we have the lead. If we run away with this one too, and the game's definitely not over. The Pacers are going to come back into it, and they're going to run away with it. Okay. Now we're going to game 7. All right. Game 7 in Detroit. Let's get it done. Let's go to the NBA Finals here. So far the Pacers have the lead. Hopefully we can get back into it. They have the 10-point lead with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's just not a great sign. The Pacers might have beat us. I think the Pacers won. Yeah, the Pacers got it, bro. Wow. Lose to Indiana, which sucks. We're up 3-2, but now we're going to go home here. As Mavericks going to win the championship, Cooper Flat-Pounds VP. They have Tim Hardaway Jr. back in Dallas. All right. That definitely sucks, but we'll obviously keep going because we're looking to get a championship now. So the Nets will get 1, Jazz get 2 and 3. Interesting. But JB Bickerstaff probably going to keep the guys in conference finals, obviously. So, okay. In the draft, we have pick 27 and a couple seconds from Milwaukee and Dallas. I think, honestly, we just probably get an upgrade. Like, we need some 3-and-D players off the bench. And obviously, we're going to use that with Duncan Robinson's contract. So, I wonder if we can possibly use Robinson. And, I mean, it sucked to trade Chaz, but if he can get us something good, then we'll have to consider it. And then pay 27 in the draft. But what could that give? Would that give me any 3-and-D player? I mean, Ryan Rupert, but you don't really know what he becomes for you. All right, we'll just draft. Probably use those draft picks in the trade. So we'll draft Trent Perry. We'll see what it becomes for us. Then Adam, and then except from Virginia Tech. Then I don't even care if we draft this last pick. We'll 2-8 anyway. Rob Newman, Trent Perry. So we'll probably opt in Isaiah Stewart's $15 million. Actually, do you want to see what we can do? I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally glitched out the game. I accidentally pressed circle, and 2K decided to decline literally everybody. So everybody will be a free agent this year. That's annoying. I think I should fix this. So yeah, I don't think this should be happening. I'm gonna go ahead and select every player, or you think I'm gonna fix this? It'll take a while, but hold on one sec. All right, I fixed it. Qualifying offers, none. So I do want to make a move. I said for a 3-and-D guy. We finally have KCP's contract off the books, which is really nice. We can get rid of that cap hold as well as LeVert's when we bringing him back. Probably Paul Reed too. So we have a little money to spend. Okay. So what do we got? We got Caden Sasser. We do, like I said, we need some depth, definitely. I just don't know how good Ron Holland will become as a shooter. So we definitely have some work to do still. So I'm going to see if I use Robinson's contract and something else to make a move. Let me honest with you guys, I can't find many options really. I mean, I have some options definitely in mind, but I just don't know. I mean, I don't think Nall is going to be available to play small forward. I feel like he's too small for that. I mean, there's not really anybody else that really make. Maybe the Jazz want to sell some of their young pieces off, but I doubt they want to do that because I look for everything I could possibly get. But the best option if I was Herb Jones off the Pelicans. He did get extended, but we're at a point where I think the extension just kicked in, so he doesn't. He's not, Herb Jones isn't that good in 2K. It's another reason why, but I know he's good defensively, so I guess it wouldn't be terrible if he threw something at him, something for Herb Jones. I mean, like I said, we need shooters off the bench, and if we can't have that, then I guess Keanu also get to start the two probably. So what if we throw? Yeah, we're probably not able to get him. This is not a great offer by any means. Whatever we throw, they're probably not going to agree to this, are they? Yeah, we're not be able to get Herb Jones. I don't want to overpay on him. Seconds would be my best trade. Yeah, we're not able to get him as well. That was my best offer for him, unless Adam. But that's like I said, it's like a second round pick value. So we'll have to wait on date. Unless we saw get Justin Champagny, we'll have to wait on day 12. And I'm fine with that. But it sucks we can't use Robinson's contract for anything. Like, how about Trade Finder? Trade Finder could also help us out, man. I want to trade him for. I don't want to trade. I want to trade him for something. I don't know what we trade him for. Let's see. We get draft capital. So Ryan Rupert, that's really the best option I could find using Tucker Robinson's contract. No, I don't do it because we shed some money as well. We get Ryan Rupert. The Suns do that. I don't even know why they would do that, but we shed some money, get Ryan Rupert now. But I still want to get somebody free too. That doesn't change anything by any means. So I'm gonna wait on day 12 now, or go to day 12 see if I can get somebody. So let's see. Look at the power forward. So G. Jackson would be nice. We'll have $5 million to spend though. It's like the biannual exception. So Yabusele is a power forward kind of. No, like not that good in 2K either. So Justin Champagny is still here. If he's the best get, he might be the best get. He might go up at small forward too. I took it as small forward. So Corey Kispert would be nice, but he's not except $5 million. What about DeRozan? I wasn't gonna get him anyway. What about Jake LaRavia? He's a sniper off the bench, but sadly, he had a really good season for LA too. So you're not gonna accept that though. What about Peyton Watson? Peyton Watson would be interesting. 8 points, good defender there, perception 3. I'll offer it, but he does not agree. Okay. Aaron Neesmith. We might be able to get Neesmith. I mean, maybe a Baji. Oshai Baji, 7 points, 46% from 3. They're just not going to sign it, though. That's the thing. So we might just have to roll just Champagne and call it a day. Unless we pick a flyer like a Cody Williams, but he's not going to sign either. All right, let's look at the shooting guard. And yeah, these options aren't really better either. So, yeah, we might just have to roll with Cedric Coward is just sitting here afraid. It's interesting. But that said, I'm going to offer a Baji and Neesmith. If they don't sign, then, yep, decline and decline. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get Justin Champagny. I'll see you guys in the rotation. All right, so Power Ranking lands us second in the league. If we don't win this year, there will be a coaching change. Yeah, Kate Cunningham, Keon Ellis, Asar Thompson, Jaren Jackson, Jalen Duren, Ron Holland, Marcus Sasser. Justin Champagny went up to an 81 as ball for him. Maybe I should offer him a 2-year deal who's going to be this good for us. Isaiah Stewart, and then we'll probably run a 10 rotation and get Mr. Chaz Lanier in the rotation. All right, Ronald Rivera, I know we just got him in the trade, but I wanted to do something for Robinson's contract. So we'll get Chaz a minute, second round rookie, and then shot tendencies. I don't really think this matters for us too much, but do we want Jaren Jackson? I mean, they don't really have a second scorer, so I guess Jaren Jackson really have to be the second scorer. So yeah, I'm actually fine with that. Jaren Jackson being the second guy, and then yeah, I'm rolling with this shot. And I'm not going to change anything, honestly. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We'll see what our record is. Luka Doncic, I believe this is back-to-back MVP in Los Angeles. Dude, we just cooking in Los Angeles, man. Hopefully, he can do this with the Lakers. These are freaking crazy numbers, dude. Um, these were numbers used to put up in 2K23, 2K24. Yeah. Man, I remember Luka just was unstoppable back in 23, 24. I was crazy. Now, hasn't been too much. I ain't gonna lie. Rookie of the year has been Ben Seraph, but at the end of the season, Jimmy Bickerstaff, one quarter, we're 60 and 22. So, I mean, we'll see if it translates to the playoffs. That's what we're looking for at this point. But looks like the team was actually pretty good this year. We had about 27 from Kate, cutting in, 21 from Jaren Jackson. Hopefully, we can see Kate winning MVP soon. 15 from Durham, 13 from Sasser, 10 from Massar Thompson, 9 from Ron Holland. His rebound percentage get better. I mean, he went from 18% to 27%, so I guess that's an upgrade. He also made the most threes he did his whole career. That's nice. Don't know if he's going to be worth the extension he's going to ask for, though. If we just need to win this year. If we win this year, we're good. 6 from Keon Ellis, 6 from Champagny, 5 from Chaz. So maybe Chaz, if he keeps developing, got 45% from 3. Maybe he can eventually be our starting shooting guard. But hopefully that's not the case. We can just end the video off here. We don't have to deal with this. So in round one, we were in that rotation. In round one, we got Toronto. Hopefully, we don't lose the Toronto Raptors, but we are gonna go to a game 7 with them. They have came back now from 3-1 now, and now I ain't gonna lie, if we choke a 3-1 lead, I couldn't be more happy to fire Jimmy Bickerstaff, man. But right now, it is looking like we're gonna choke this. Okay, we tie it back up. The close game. This really shouldn't be that close. I ain't gonna lie. I want to hop things this so early in the playoffs, but I'm going to see if I can do this as slow as possible. And right now, it is looking like we might run away with this. Actually, no, let me not say that yet because anything could happen right now. Oh, we're going to get it done. Okay. They get it done. 31 from K, 23, 23, 22 from Massar. So, yeah, this is great. All right. Second round. Now we got Cleveland. So, Cleveland has Garland, Mitchell, Tyson, Mobley, Allen, Hunter, Abaji. So, they got him. The guy I was kind of looking at, and Darius Proctor's developed into a pretty good player for them. All right. Also got Gershon Yabusele. All right. This is a good team. Hopefully, we don't lose. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, they ended up. Game 3, we're up 2-1. We're up 3-1, and we're going to beat the final. We got the Atlanta Hawks in round 3 in the Cards Finals. So they have A.J. Mitchell instead of Trae Young this time. Daniels, Regis Shea, Johnson, Okongwu, Peterson, Hardenstein, Buffkin, Nikhil, Tyus Jones, and Ted. By the way, I have the right system proficiency, right? We're running a defensive system. That's actually the best thing we could run. I mean, it makes sense with all the defensive players that we have. Look at all the defensive players that we have, dude. Keon Ellis, elite defender. Jalen Duren, elite rim protector. Jaren Jackson won Defensive Player of the Year not too long ago. Asar Thompson, just like his brother Ahmed, athletic and elite defensively, and K Cunningham. So I guess this does make sense running a defensive system. So never mind. All right. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, they ended up. Okay, game 3, we're up 2-1. They even up 2-2. Okay, I'm going to simcast this one. Hopefully, we can go up 2-2 on this team, and then we can just win this game in 6 or 7 games. But so far, so good. And wow, we just choked out the last second. I mean, that's crazy. What happened? Had to be a buzzer beater. So hold on. Reza Shea? Okay, so Ahmed Thompson got an offensive foul. So Jalen Johnson hit the go-ahead bucket. I'm looking like, dude, I don't know what's going on. Why did Reza Shea shoot? I don't know. This literally makes no sense. But either way, we lost. So we're looking to force the game 7 now. And if we lose, we're obviously going home once again. But man, we might lose the Atlanta Hawks here, which I think we are, unless we can make a comeback at the end. And it looks like this one's over. So damn, we're gonna go home here. It sucked. Maybe I was about to say we can make a comeback. The game doesn't come back. But all right. Gonna lose 38 from Jaren Jackson, 37 from Cade, 20 and 14 from Duran. Nobody else really helps at all, which sucks. Keon Ellis had 0 points. Just not what you love to see. I guess, like I said, somebody's got to just here for defense, but same time, it needs scoring, man. But we're going to lose that one. The Mavericks go on to win it all again. I want to be able to face the Dallas Mavericks team, but looks like we're never going to be able to. So we're back at the drawing board. Me and the Crunch Finals once again. I think we'll just do what we did that last season. So let's get a new head coach, first of all. I like Bickerstaff is known for us, but it just hasn't really led to any success. So we'll have to see if we get somebody else. So Ime Udoka would be actually really nice. I'm gonna see if we can land him, or even like a JJ Redick. So we're gonna sign. I'm gonna land Ime Udoka. So we'll get him, Ime Udoka, welcome to the team, and then just get a change of scenery. I've been able to go to the finals not one time. So we got pick 29 and a bunch of seconds. I wonder if we can get an upgrade with these. I mean, we might not be able to at this point. So maybe we throw Trent Pierre at pick 29. That gets me anything, which it doesn't. All right, it's fine. Well, let's get the draft at this point. So they draft Zion Green, Peter, this guy. Could I two-way you? Yeah, I don't think I can bring all you guys in, so I'm going to decline that guy. All right, Chaz, hopefully he can develop, like I said, Bobby and Ron Holland. I want Ron Holland to come back as qualifying offer. I know he's going to ask for a bag. He asking for 32 million, and these stats he just won't be worth that. Unless Bobby Clement can develop into something, which he hasn't played all video. But I think we re-signed Isaiah Stewart from the Two to be our backup center. So 9 million for 2 years isn't a bad deal by any means. We don't really have anybody else to sign anyway. So bring back Isaiah Stewart. Ron Holland and Bobby Clement have to come back in the qualifying offers. Keanu Ellis is afraid, and well as Champagne. Wow, that's a lot of depth we're about to lose possibly, but okay, what do we got? Point rotation is fine. Shooting our rotation, we'll have to. So yeah, we have to retain literally all of our depth. So Ron Holland will have to come back actually, and then Keanu Ellis is letting me resign. Thank goodness. So is he gonna ask for a lot of money? But I think it's worth it for his defensive capability. I think it's gonna be worth it. Then we'll have to get a new backup small forward, but I think we'll be good. So Keanu Ellis, there he is. It took a long time for him to agree to it. Do we have any qualifying offers? That's it. No, we only have two. All right. Keanu Ellis is back, so that makes it better. Chad will keep developing. He's a great shooter, I heard, as well. Asar, and then we need a backup power forward and a backup small forward. Ron Hall will be back, so we basically need a backup small forward now. All right. What could we get on the 12th day of free agency? If there's anything there. We bring back Ron Repair from the play small forward. I don't know about that. But okay. Day 12 of free agency. What do we got? So Edwards going to be obtainable. Has to be somebody. What do we have? Only $5 million to spend once again. But some of the same guys that were here last year here, they might as well just sign a one-year deal again, right? Jake Laravia still not going to be obtainable. Definitely not now. So I guess like a Kobe Brea, Aaron Neesmith, so like one of these guys. Carter Bryant, I just seen him somewhere. He's not getting taken away for too much money. So I think we'll obviously just go with the smart route, the sense body that we could take a chance on. So let's take a chance on. I still want to see if we get a bot. It's not gonna work, right? We get a bot, Jared. Ooh, Patrick Williams will be. I'm gonna sign Patrick Williams. He could immediately plug in and be our backup small forward. He could even replace Ron Holland, but we like that. So Patrick Williams, Rob Newman. Okay, Ron Holland, there he is. Okay. So Ron Holland's up, Sasser's up, Lanier's up to an 80. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Holy dude, Luka! All right, man. I wonder if any doing anything in the playoffs. Like, okay, they're a 7th seed, but Luka literally has no scoring help. So, I mean, it makes all the sense for him to be doing this. He literally had no. He's literally taking all his shots. Like, if you probably look at it. But here we go. We're the number 5th seed this year. The freak happened. We fall off. We fell off. All right, whatever, dude. I just can't find any success in this game. I don't know what it is. I can't be able to win a championship with not. It's a decent team. It makes no sense, bro. Maybe we shouldn't have gotten Udoka. I don't know, bro. Let's see. We got Cleveland around one. See what happens. Okay, we'll come back down from D-0. Dude. All right, we got Atlanta now. We should never lost this team last year. Last year was 100% our year, man. But we completely just threw it away. But here we go. Game 1, we're on a take. Game 2, ended up. Game 3, up 2-1, and this is where we lose, right? No, actually, yep, that's where we lose. Yep, too obvious. All right. I'm gonna end it off there. There's not much more we could probably do to make the team more of a contender. I mean, actually, I'll run it back one more season. We are the number 1 seed. And I don't know. Maybe we win this year, maybe we don't. I don't think this is the best team I put together, honestly. I feel like we could have done a lot better. Now I look at it, but at the end of the day, it's fine. We got Charlotte around 1. We'll see if we lose. Instead of LaMelo, they have Tyrese Maxey now. We are going to beat them at 7. Now we got Atlanta in round 2. We have Mitchell and the rest of the team. We are going to tie it up to the 2. They're up to the 2. And we're going to go to Game 7. Game 7. for our conference finals. We'll see what we can do. So far, the Hawks have had the lead throughout the series, and it's looking like we're going to lose Atlanta once again. So we're going to lose. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you guys next time. Peace.
I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Fox. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't